What most of us ought to do and what we do oftentimes are two different things. Unfortunately, many of us do not do the things that we ought to be doing. We ought to be getting our annual checkups from our doctor. We ought to be filling up our gas tank in our cars before it's actually at E. We ought to strap our shit up before we dignitize someone's daughter. In all seriousness, we ought to be telling that person what is bothering us about them. However, most of us keep that shit to ourselves. Today, we're gonna talk about how to give proper constructive criticism so that you don't make an ass out of yourself by shitting on the person who irritates the living shit out of you. My name is Imar Quintanilla, and welcome to A Mindful Approach. Don't bullshit yourself and don't bullshit me. You and I both know damn well that we have all criticized someone at one point in our lives, and we've all been criticized too before. It's not our fault that we can't help to notice some dirty ass quality or feature about someone and we disapprove of their ways. But it is our fault when we fail to address the issue, because when we fail to address the issue, it oftentimes leads to divisiveness amongst the parties involved. However, how many of us really know how to bring up that issue in the correct, proper manner? Some people who lack confrontation skills just avoid bringing it up because it's too awkward for them, it's too much pressure, they may not have the skill set to be able to do that, they may not want to cause any problems or receive any potential backlash. On the other side of the spectrum, some people have no issue at all bringing it up. However, they're just too damn aggressive with their approach. When you avoid conflict, or if you come in too damn fucking hot, you oftentimes make the situation more intense or you worsen it. You also just robbed yourself of an opportunity to make that connection between you and them better. We ought to be changing our perception about conflict. Instead of looking at it as a roadblock, we need to look at it as a potential turning point so that we can correct the target issue at hand. The sandwich technique is gonna help you achieve that. I first heard about this technique in a book that I read called The Small Talk Handbook, written by a public relations expert named Melissa Wadsworth. She knows a thing or two about effective and efficient communication. The sandwich technique is designed to give bad news or negative feedback. It helps all parties involved to be able to receive the information and hopefully better that connection. All in all, it helps brace the person you are criticizing to better intake your concerns about them. And with that being said, before you rise to the occasion, you must prepare for the occasion. Take the time to notice the patterns, themes, and behaviors that they display that bothers you. After you're done realizing the common themes, put this in the vault and use it as evidence when you finally do bring it up to them. Remember the dates, remember the time, remember where it was at, remember the effect of their behavior after they acted the way that they acted. Use all this shit to be able to have concrete, hardcore evidence so that you can prove your fucking point. I'm sure at some point in your guys' life, you guys have eaten a sandwich. Is it eaten or ate? I don't know, I'm a fucking dumbass, sorry. Okay, so a sandwich. You must be asking yourself, what the fuck does this have to do when it comes to giving constructive criticism? The reason why I want you to think about a sandwich is because it serves as a visual representation about how you should structure giving constructive criticism. Think about a sandwich. You got your bread, you got your meat and your condiments in the middle, and then you got your bread. So bread is gonna be a compliment. The middle, the meat part, that's gonna be the issue at hand that you have with that person, the area of concern. Then you have the bread, a compliment. Compliment them, hit them with the issue that you want to address with them, then finish it with the compliment. Compliment, hit them with the issue, compliment. Got it? Good. Just remember this about the compliments. They need to be factually based and genuine. So whatever observation that you noticed about them that is good, let them know that you recognize their strengths. It's gonna break down their wall. Now you gotta transition into the issue, the part that you have a problem with. So from the transition from the compliment to the issue, use the word however. A lot of people use the word but. The reason why you don't want to use the word but is because it erases everything that was just said. However, still honors all the information that was just said, and it transitions more smoothly. So just replace but with however when you're gonna transition from the compliment to the target issue at hand. Oh yeah, and when you guys are bringing up the issue, or when you're bringing up the issue part, this is the time to be able to go into the vault and use all those instances as evidence to be able to prove your point. So by bringing up all those instances and using them as evidence against them, this right here is building accountability. Let your frustrations and concerns about them be dealt with in a firm but fair way. After you guys are done hashing out the issues and the area of concern, it's time to move on to the final compliment. Just hit them with something like, look, you are an intelligent person, and I'm sure and positive that if you do A, B, and C, that our relationship will head in the right direction. I just want to thank you for your time and giving me the platform to be able to speak my mind. If you have any concerns about me, let me know, and feel free to let me know, because this is a two-way street. When you act like that, that right there is what a real man is supposed to act like. Poised, calm, firm, fair. That right there separates you from all these little fucking weak ass motherfuckers. The reason why this technique is so effective is because it allows you to ease into the conversation that is considered sensitive. It's the same thing. People aren't ready for you to rip off the bandage. They gotta brace themselves. Same thing when you're about to stick your shit up inside a fucking girl. Like, show her some mercy, you know, ease into it, my boy, come on now. When you come in too hot, you may make the other person defensive and ultimately unreceptive to the information that you're about to dish out. If you choose not to bring up the conversation, you're gonna resent them, and then you're gonna resent yourself because you didn't rise to the occasion. One more thing that I forgot to mention is, remember, when you are about to bring up this conversation with this person, talk to them in private. Don't do it in front of other people and humiliate them, because if you do that shit, well, you just made America's next fucking mass murderer. The key to effective guidance is your approach. Remember that relationships thrive on being accepted. So the next time that you want to improve your connection with another person, just use the sandwich technique. Remember, compliment them, hit them with the target issue at hand, compliment them. Anyways, guys, that's the mindful approach. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Stay nasty.